Good afternoon. Welcome back to Taylor Sportsplex Game 3, Tier 1 Elite Hockey League Showcase. Fox takes on Florida Lions, first meeting this year between the two teams. Fox 2-0 on the weekend, beating LA and Phoenix yesterday. Starting in net, Mason Martin. On D, Jack Langen and Parker Duraney. At forward, Ryder Adams, Ryan Twisher, and Dylan Lightfield. Fox without Leland Henning for this game. Face off, one in deep by Florida. 3-2 behind the net. Ryder takes this, heals the wall, puck comes up to Parker, shot goes wide. Langen races over, he's not going to get there. Tipped out, in deep, no icing. Parker with it behind the net now. Parker cycles for Ryan. Ryan exits through the middle. Hits Ryder. Ryder, red line in deep. Fox changes. Granville and Krochov. Ball, Molyneux, Penny. Shot over the net by Florida. Bounces right behind the net. Granville absorbs the hit. Granville facing his old team here. Draws a penalty early. Fox to the power play. Yeah, he's really good too. So 36 seconds into the game, Fox will go to the power play. Ryan, Ryder, Dylan, Parker, Andrew. I'll zoom in a little bit here. Face off one to Parker. Walks the blue line. Drops to Ryan. Ryan, top of the circle, down low. Adams to Dylan, or to Andrew, fans on it. Puck rimmed all the way down by Florida. Mason stops this behind the net. Leaves it for Parker. Parker pops it ahead to Ryan. Ryan picks up speed, goes wide. In the middle, turned over, out of the zone. Parker with the puck now. Takes a look. Cuts right up the middle. Parker enters the zone, goes wide. Side of the net, now behind the net. Duraney circles all the way around. In the corner, cycles to Dylan. Dylan ran off that puck. Ryder in, though. Moves it up top for Ryan. Ryan took Andrew. Andrew over to Parker. Parker top of the circle. Drops for Andrew. Andrew gets enough of this, puts it in the corner, chasing it down. In the ref feed, Andrew pulls it out over to Parker. Parker cross ice to Ryan. Ryan walks down. Dylan shot. Fan down. From Andrew up to Parker. 55 seconds left. That pass is intercepted. Ryan gets back. Pass to Parker. Parker to Andrew. Andrew breaks it right back in. Andrew down. Cross ice. Doesn't connect. Andrew gets that back. Chips it in deep. Dylan chips it wide. Puck all the way out of the zone. Mason way out to play it. Sets it up for Parker. Langen with it behind the net now. Out with Ty, Ball, Coops, and Penny. Chips through the middle. Coops on it. Coops has that knocked away offsides. 24 seconds left on the power play. 24 seconds. Penny in the sixth row. Face off one deep. Florida's the first one there. Cycles it into the corner. Penny gets it. Braxton pulls it out, moves it up to Costa at the point. He goes D to Langen. Langen back in the middle to Costa. Costa cross ice to Kai. Kai down low, hits Penny. Penny in the middle, intercepted. Move behind the net. 5 seconds left on the penalty. All the way out. That will do it. We're even strength now. Each with the puck. Langen with it. Turned over. Florida moves us behind the net. Near side, Ball takes a hit. Knocked down. Florida with the puck. Shot through. Mason with the save. 14:01 left, first period. Hearts is line with Crochalk and Granville. Face off one, Florida. Up to the point, shot through. Mason kicks this into the corner. Hearts ties his man up, puck rimmed around to Granville. Granville comes out near side, drops for Andrew. Andrew heads up ice, curls back around Mason now. Throws the brakes on, moves it over to Kale. Kale chips through it to Andrew. Andrew chips ahead to Hearts. Hearts over to Antea. Antea's shot goes wide. Comes to Kale. Pokes past him. Florida exits. Granville seals the wall. Hearts with the hit. Florida with the puck and with numbers thrown in deep. Andrew does not win this race. Florida side of the net with it. Granville forces them wide. Drop pass. Up to the point. Shot wide. Florida moves this down low. Granville with the hit. Alliance still with the puck. That's thrown out of the zone. Fox gets a change. Florida puts this in deep. Dylan with the hit. Puck in deep on Mason's foot. Mason over to Fink. Fink backhands one along. Skips past Ryder. Out of his zone right to Dylan though. Dylan throws the brakes on. He's in 1-on-3. Ryan joins him. Dylan goes wide. Right turn. Still with the puck. Cross ice to Langen off his stick. In the corner, Jack centers one. Bounces up in the air. Shot goes wide. Moved up to Dylan at the point now. Jack runs a little interference. Dylan shot high and wide. Florida exits with it now on Parker. Chipped in deep. Jack's the first one there. Cycles for Parker. Parker gloves it down to himself. Parker passes partially deflected. Langen gets it back. Jack takes a look. He's got Ryder way up ahead. Doesn't see him. Moves it to his partner. Parker with it now. Parker through the middle. Dylan evades. Delays. Jack in deep. Puck picked up by Florida in the corner. Penny, ball, and Day out now. Puck to Fink. Fink off the boards to Penny. Penny in deep. Chipped in. Parker picks this up. No icing. It was tipped. Parker on it. Cycles it for Ball. Ball picks it up. Through the middle. Hits a skate. Comes to Braxton. Braxton enters the zone. He ran off that puck. Ball picks it up. Cross ice. Over to Coops. Off the board. Coops sends one on. Tipped by Day on that. In the corner now. Day. The ball. Ball with a reverse hit. Florida with the puck. Fink picks it up. Down in the corner, Jack Fink with it. Day switches with him. Florida takes this out. In on Day. Chipped in around him. Icing. Antea, Hearts, Storrington, Granville, Crochalk. 11-10. Offensive zone draw. Hearts wins his turn to Crochalk. Andrew sends one through, tipped over the net. Granville races over for it, moves it down low for Antea. Antea, Ida gets out from Hearts. Hearts in the corner, rims this up for Andrew. Andrew switches with Kale. Florida moves this out. Up in deep now on Granville. Pitched into the corner. Mason plays it along. Skips over his stick. Andrew takes a hit with the puck now. Cycles for Granville. Jack side of the net. Moves it for Antea. Antea through the middle has Hearts. Hearts has Kale with him. Hearts throws this in deep. Kale taken down behind the net. Pass through the middle. Connects. Delaney picks this up. Parker's got Kale up ahead. Hits him. Kale enters the zone. Drops for Parker. Parker off the boards. Through the contact. Got Dylan in the middle. Can't get one to him. Loose. Florida exits. Thrown in on Parker. Gets around Parker. Parker long stick. Knocks this out of harm's way. Comes to Adams. Adams through the middle. Dylan's going to skate into this. Dylan, tight turn in the corner, drops to Ryan. Ryan goes behind the net with it. Shot, low angle, off the boards. Parker with it now. Parker cycles to Ryan. Ryan at the blue line, takes the middle, takes a drop to Ryder. Ryan all the way around the net. Another low angle shot. Same spot. Parker picks it up. Sends one through. That's blocked. Goes right to Jack. Jack, shot, saved, loose. Still loose. Ref screaming loose. He must see it. Pops out to Langen. Langen cycles it down low. Florida gets there first. Through the middle. Picked off by Parker. Fox off it. Braxton, Kai, Liam, Jack Fink, and Costa. Face off, tied up. Day goes to Cindy. Florida with him behind the net. Braxton forces him out. Drops to the deep. Chip. Gets past Liam. Costa gloves it down. Sends one deep. Penny on the forecheck. Day races over, gets there first. Picks this off the wall. Goes down. Gets it through the middle. Taken by Florida. Florida behind the net with it. Cycles. Day picks him up in the corner. Chips ahead. Liam with the body. Frees up the puck momentarily. Braxton takes it away. Braxton and Liam along the boards. Liam tries to send this in deep. Taken by Florida. All right, the red line in deep. Mason, oh man, blockered this down and then went between him and the post. Puck to Liam. Liam, backhand one taken by Florida. Offsides. Thornton and Taya Hart's Crosshall Grandpa. It's outside up. Granville with it. To Andrew. Andrew cross ice to Kale. Kale skates this in. Deep. Goalie out to play it. Hart's can't get there. Florida exits with it. Through the middle. Andrew, red line, or blue line rather, sends it right back in. Florida rims this. Kale gets a stick on this, holds it in. Comes to Antea and Thornton. Antea with it. Jake moves us down to the corner, taken by Florida. Rimmed hard around. Andrew holds the line with Hartz. Now it's out. Sent right back in. Antea in on the forecheck. Through the middle. Granville and Kochov take this away. Granville tries to go to Kale, hits Ryan in the skates, turned over. Centering pass, Mason shuts the door. Covered. Whew. Yeah. Toysher, Adams, Lightfield, Langen, Durrani. Ryan wins this straight to Florida. Whistle though. It's up one by Florida again. At the point, got through, tipped wide. In the corner with Parker. Takes the hit, moves up to Dylan, has his stick lifted, gets it out of his helmet. Florida to break it right back in. Thrown in the corner. Mason stops it. Parker with it. Rims for Ryder. Ryder tries to kick it ahead. Ties this up, gets up for Parker. Parker pops this out. Ryan has it taken over from him. Langen to Parker. Through the middle. Dylan. Dylan rolling puck. Taken off his stick. Comes to Jack. Langen evades the hit. Turns over there. Puck comes to Dylan. Dylan with time. Throws it off the board straight to Florida, rather. They enter. Parker sends him wide. Rimmed around. Dylan's the first one there. Takes a look, goes through the feet. Ryan chips around. Ryan picks it up. Ryan has that knocked away. Gets around ball. Fink stands him up. Puck with Kai down low. Kai around the net. Off the boards. Hits the ref. Not out. Ball skates into it though. Ball. Kai. Braxton. Oh, tried to drag the foot. Braxton and offsides. Ball. Penny. Molyneux. Fink. Coops. Florida tossed out of the dot. Florida wins this draw anyway. D with it. He drops it to his partner. Off the boards. Winger with it. Red line. Deep. Straight up. No icing. Coops. Takes the hit. Pulls the puck out. Turned over. Side of the net. Loose in the crease. Penny gets there. Moves this out of harm's way along the boards. Tied up. Penny and Fink. Fink wins this ahead to Kai. Kai picks this up. Pulls it out of zone. He's got ball with him. Kai with the puck. Sends one through. Save. Granville and Crochalk now. And Taya, Hartz, and Day. It's out. Florida. Through the middle, connects. And on Granville, pitched in, hits Andrew in the glove. Tied up, and Andrew skate kicks it to Jack. Jack off the glass for Liam. Cut off by Florida D. Still in the zone, pops out D side to Andrew. Andrew's got Hartz with him, takes the pass. Andrew heads right up ice. Spins back now. Tosses one over to Taya. And Taya, cross ice. Sticked up out of play. Same five. Florida thrown out. Hartz wins this. And Taya, one hand to the long to Andrew. Andrew drags through. Tied up by Florida, gets this in deep. Florida comes out with it now, and on Granville, he moves this to the wall. Jack ties him up. Sends this in deep. Rims all the way around. Florida with it in front of their bench. Adams knocks this out of midair, walks in, gets around one. Side of the net. Tied up, gets it to Dylan, turned over. Dylan races back. Florida with it. Front of their goalie now. Adams on the forecheck. Chips off the glass. Langen picks this up at his blue line. Rolling puck. Throws it out of the zone. Back in. Langen gloves it down. Jack over to Parker. Parker drops it to Langen. Langen heads up ice over to Adams. He chips it beyond the D to Ryan. Ryan in the middle. Throws the brakes on. Tries to go back door to Dylan. Misses. Puck comes to Parker. He sends it around. Ryan with it. Turned over. Adams takes this back away. Comes to Parker outside of the blue line. Walks it back in. Parker at the dot. Oh, Parker takes a hit. Puck comes to Adams. He shoots. Doesn't make it through. Parker's limping here. Puck comes to Langen. Sends one through. Tip by Penny to Kai. Loose. Side of that. Kai wrap around. Doesn't connect. Puck out of the zone to Langen. Langen pitches it right back in. Knox tags up. Ball cuts this off on the wall. Turns it over. Florida flips through the middle. And on Fink. Fink sends him wide. Shot. Goes wide. Ball picks this up off the boards. Around the contact. Chips ahead to Kai. Kai pokes off his stick. Fink up the boards. In deep with ball. Ball knocked off this puck. Go to D to D. Chips in deep. No, he doesn't. and then you get an offsides call. Day, Thornton, Hart, Fink, Coops. Let's wing this forward. Tail gets chased. Stands his man up. Puck in deep though. Coincidentals behind the play. Kale and one of the Florida players go to the box. Puck out of the zone. Turned over. Thanks for the hit. Frees his puck up. Coops turns this over. Florida with it. Fink ties him up. Puck along the boards. Coops back in. Coops with the hit. Puck down low. Florida with it. Turned over. Day with it. Day with Hearts. Has his stick knocked out of his hands. Might be broke. Puck in. Granville with the stick. Brings this up. Chips this. Can't get it out of his zone. Sent back in deep by Florida. Cycled into the corner. Hearts with the hit. Puck tied up. Fox is going to get another penalty here. Granville for a cross check. Ryan, Dylan, Parker, Jack. It's off Florida. Langen takes this away. Ryan sends it in deep. Ryan on the forecheck. Ties him up. Takes the puck away. Poked up into the netting. Nope, no, it's not. Still in play. Ryan has this taken away from him. Jack steps, gets there, throws this in deep. Penny out now. Florida enters. Jack stands him up. Florida with it now. It walks in. Shot tipped over the net. Dylan with the hit. Puck comes to Florida. Up top. Over to the side. Shot. Mason saves. Puck in the corner. Florida with it. Langen ties him up. Puck top three. Jack off the boards out of the zone. 50 seconds left in the penalty. 30 seconds left in the period. Chipped out of the zone. Right to Costa. Costa throws this through the middle. Hits Florida. And he changes balls out with Hearts, Coops, and Saint. Spins out. Costa throws this out of the zone, hits the ball stick. Ball ties up in front of the Fox bench. Hartz drags it along. That will do it for the period. Hoops and Fink, Hartz and tie. 16 seconds left down the penalty kill. Florida through the middle connects. In on Hoops. Oh no. Hoops with the trip. Langen, Parker, and Dillon. 5-on-3 for 1 second. Granville's out. Granville out of the box now. Florida with the puck. 2 to D. Far side. To the middle. Save. Toysher joins Lightfield. Langen, the ring. Minute 50 left on the penalty. Florida tossed out again. Face off, 1 to 5. Langen gets there, rims this out of his own. Ryan in on the forward set. Circles out. Dylan circles in. Dylan forces them out. To the middle. Ryan takes this away, swipes it out of his own. Pass doesn't connect. Parker gets there. Fans on this. Florida keeps it in. In the corner, Florida with it. Langen moves, wants to move it up to the point. Shot, saved. Far side, shot, saved, loose. Langen can't get this out. Oh no, Langen ties him up. Still in the corner. 40 seconds left on the power play. Up, tied up still. Comes three. Parker tied back up. Puck comes up to the point with Florida. Shot through. Mason gets a piece of this in the corner. Dylan chips this out. Florida keeps it in the neutral zone though. Ryan's going to be able to change. That's about it. Hart's out. Fan down by Florida. Oh, wow, they're going to say he tipped it in. Gave him a break there. Down low. Glove down by Lyman. Jack sends this all the way through. That will do it for the penalty. Fox back to even strength now. Oops. Over to the bench. Thea out now with Ty, Hart, Spink, and Proton. Up in deep. Andrews, first one there behind Mason with it. Over to Antea. Antea through the middle, doesn't connect. Ty skates into it. Got Hart's with him. Ty pokes around, goes and gets it. Rolling puck, with it behind the net. Andrew with it now at the point. Walks the blue line. Sends one through, goes just wide. Ty comes down for it, moves it to Hart's. Hart's tips it back to Ty. Ty cycles it to Andrew. Andrew sends one through, score. No! That's not in. It's on the side of the net. Right, saw the net flutter. Ah! Look at it. Google it. Ball, Penny, Thornton, Granville. Oh, side of the net. Ball with it. Krochok's still out there. That's your second defenseman. Ball along the boards with Thornton. Ties this up. Ball moves it back down low. Chips it through to himself. Easton centers one. Penny with a shot. Loose. Kale shoots. Save. Poked away. Kale with a hit. Frees this up. Penny, or ball rather, chips it too far to Kale. All the way around. Penny takes it away. Kale sets a pick for him. Penny with it. Or not. Oh! Ouch. That was ball rather, not Penny. Right off the dome. That cannot feel good. Right. Oh, right. Not to close your eyes and just one of these. Jeez. Well, hopefully he does flinch on the next one. Yeah. Although I do like hearing Becky celebrate once they hit the side of the net. Langen drops to Dylan, chips to the middle, picked off by Florida. Chipped ahead in on Parker, chips around him. Parker puts him in the corner. Parker with the hit behind the net, skates into the puck, gets it to Ryan. Ryan, red line. We've got Dylan up ahead. Oh my gosh, they almost collide. Puck in offsides. Langen, goalie doesn't get there. Rims all the way around. Dylan doesn't get there either. Puck chipped out of his zone. Langen gets back, no icing. Picks it up in front of the goal line, takes it behind Mason. Comes out to the right of Mason, heads up the middle. Throws one in, side of the net. Florida picks it up. Ryder misses this. Dylan gets it though, sends it down low. Florida comes out the other way with it. Chips past Parker. Jack picks it up. Jack over to Dylan. Dylan chips it back to Ryder. Ryder circles back in the D zone. Heads up the middle, flips high and in. Ryder after his own dump in. High with the hit. Puck comes off Hartz. Keeps it in momentarily. Now it's out. Hoops. Tomahawks this in deep. High tags up. Puck chip beyond him. Comes to Fink. High in the zone. Has to come out. Tags back up. Fox in on the forecheck now. High hard in. Through the middle. That connects to Florida. Fink stands him up. Coops takes the puck. Coops behind the net. Coops tripped. Yeah, Fox will go to the power play here. 11:37 left. Fox to the power play. Ryan, Dylan, Ryder, Andrew, Parker. 11:37 left, second period. Face off Dylan. Dylan uses the linesman as a screen, gets it to Andrew, Andrew to Parker. Back to Andrew. Over to Ryan. Ryan gets to the middle, sends one through. Over to Andrew. That shot is saved right back out to him. Andrew picks it up off the boards. He's on his backhand. Takes the drop pass, gets on his forehand. Moves it to Parker. Parker wheels around to Ryan. Ryan drops for Andrew. Andrew in the middle. Over to Parker. Parker down to Ryder. One wraparound comes to Ryan. Save. Good puck movement for Fox. Same five. Takes off Ryan. Pulls this out. Up to Andrew. Parker. Down to Ryan. Centers one. Broken for Andrew. That's kicked out by Florida. They pick this up. Parker takes it away from him. Andrew moves this into the D zone. Now moves it over to Parker. Parker enters with speed. Goes wide. Throws the brakes on. Cycles it to Dylan. Dylan hit. Ties this up. Ryan pops it back to Dylan. Dylan to Andrew. Andrew with it. Over to Parker. 55 left on the power play. Andrew shields the puck. Drops for Ryan. Ryan at the goal line. Nope, back up to the hash mark. Now up top to Andrew. Andrew down for Adams. Adams back to Andrew. Over to Ryan. Ryan at the top of the circle. Moves it to the point to Andrew. Down to Parker. Parker over to Ryan. Walks down. Shot over the net. I think I got that. Shot goes wide. Adams to Parker to Andrew to Ryan. 15 seconds left on the power play. Andrew, backdoor has Parker. Couldn't tap it in. Dylan to Ryan. Shot wide. Parker, does not go for that hook. That'll do it for the power play. Puck come to Andrew. Andrew down to Ryder. Long shift for these boys. Andrew spins out. Puck rides the blue line. Now it's out. Put pressure back on. Don't let them get a change. Puck in deep. Goalie gloves this down. Plays it. Chipped out. Florida enters the zone. In on Parker. No. Okay. Parker's been out here for a few minutes now. Still with the puck. Enters the zone. Goes wide. Sends one through the middle for Penny. Doesn't connect. Ball on it. Ball. Can't drag this along. Pulls it out now. Shoots. Goes in the corner. Kale races over. Pokes it along. Florida takes this. Ringed around. Florida on it. Through the middle. Kale knocks this down. Pokes it along. Nope. Florida takes this D side. Through the middle. It's a stick in deep. Kai's the first one there with a reverse hit. Coops on the puck. Coops gets it off Kale's stick, off the linesman. Kale throws it off the boards. He's got Kai. Kai enters, one on a lot, goes wide, side of the net, still with it. Up top to Fink, shoots, saved. Kai with it, takes his hit, takes another hit. Matea in on the puck. Matea takes a cross check. Kai with the puck. Kai cycles. Matea gets there. Jake with it. Gets it to Hartz, goes through his feet. Hartz stick lift. Puck comes up to Fink. Fink sends 1-2, hits the post. Comes back up to Fink. Chips this in deep. Hartz bats it down. A little too far. Comes to Florida. Gets tied up by Hartz and Matea. Kai tries to pull this out. Comes to Fink. His shot is blocked. Going off the glass. Fink picks it up at the red line. Keeps the pressure on. Sends it in deep. Goalie saves. D with it. Kai on the forecheck. D to D. Hartz with the pressure. Knocks this down. Mason with it in the corner. Pulls this out. Tries to get to Matea. Tied up. Comes to Hartz again. Puck out of the zone now. In on Granville and Langen. 3-on-2. In deep. Long shift for Florida. Mason knocks this down. Got to figure we're going to get an ice cut here on the next whistle. Puck in the corner. Ryan with the hit. Puck comes free. Ryan through the middle. Ryan has got Adams and Dillon with him. Slides one to Ryder, just out of his reach. Ryder ties this up. Ryan swipes at it. Pulled out by Florida. They're off now 2-on-2. Throws this in deep over Mason's stick. Langen picks him up in the corner. Puck tied up. Florida kicks it free. Shot. Mason easy save. Puck comes to Langen. Rimmed around. Jack rims it along for Dillon. Dillon gets a stick on this. Puck through the middle. Florida with it. Through the middle. Hits Adams' stick. Granville stands him up. Florida still with the puck. Shot wide. Dillon knocks this out of the zone. Gets help from Ryan. Florida keeps the pressure on. Brings it right back in. Drop pass. Walks through the middle. Shot. Mason sucks this up. That will get us to the ice cut. All right, we're going to go with Martin in net, Langen, and I'm assuming Pro Talk, but I haven't seen the other D yet. Hartz, Molyneux, and Taya out forward. Looks like Delaney's out there with Langen. Face off one. Langen moves this up to the point. Shot through. Mason with the save. Parker picks this up. Parker flips through the middle over in Taya's stick. Puck in deep with Florida. Chips. Hartz kicks this down, and Taya's got to tag up. Jake tags up. Florida with the puck. Behind the net now. Comes out near side. Passes to his partner. Through the middle to the deep. In deep now. Mason gets a piece of this. Slows it down. Parker gets the rest of it. Tied up. Poked along. Comes to Kai. Kai exits. Tied up by the D. Puck kicked in deep by Kai. He's got Antaya with him. Jake skates into the puck. Knocked off his stick. Antaya tied up. Ryan into support now. Puck out of the zone with Florida. Stood up by Parker. Taken away off the boards. Ryan changes. Or not Ryan. Ryan's the one that moved it up. Dylan with the puck through the middle. Andrew stuffs this. Comes right back to Alliance. Still thrown in deep. Granville takes a look, picks this up behind the net, cycles it for Andrew, picks it up off the board, kicks it back, taken away by Florida. Florida in the middle, poked away, comes right to Dylan, knocked off his stick, comes right back to him though. Dylan uses Ryder as a pick, enters, goes around the D, a little too far from himself. Couple of sevens in the corner, moved up to Granville, shot, save, loose, hook just wide. Florida with it, out of the zone. Jack Granville over to Andrew. He's at the red line. Fixes this in deep. Penny off the change. Enters the zone. Florida with it behind the net now. Sets up near side. Dylan. Oh, gets past him. Out of the zone. Andrew slows him down. Granville turns him away. Andrew pokes this ahead. He's got ball and Kale. Ball chips ahead to Kale. Kale shoots. Save. Dang it. Penny, Thornton, ball, puck in the corner with Florida. Out there with Coops and Fink. Puck rimmed around, comes to Coops, sends this in. Penny, ball with the hit. Penny with the puck. Penny cycles to Easton. Easton turned over, comes out of the zone. Easton with the hit, gets it back to Penny. Penny knocked off his stick, exits with it. Kale pokes us away. Penny with the puck, throws it in deep. Box forwards change. Hits Hart's stick, turned over to Antaya. Jake with it, sends a shot that's blocked, comes right back to Jake. Poked up to Coops. Coops settles it, sends one through. Hits a shin pad, knocked down by Fink at the blue line, sends it right back in deep. Goalie loses a stick, puck comes to Antaya. Antaya takes the hit, ties up the puck. Dave just overskates this. Antaya picks him up though, moves it to Delaney, over to Fink. Shot through, glove save. Good pressure here by Fox. Hoisher, Adams, Lakefield, Langen, Delaney. Face off, Gillen. Moves it up top for Parker, sends it right down to Ryder. Middle. Florida gets a stick on this. Ryan had it lined up for a one-timer. Puck chipped in deep. Langen in the corner. First one there. He rims it around, not all the way around. Parker picks it up, skates up ice with it, moves it to Adams. Parker joins Adams. Pass misses, though. Comes to Langen. Throws a breakdown. Chips ahead to Ryder. Ryder just too far for Ryan. He skates into it, knocked off his stick in the corner. Ryan battles, gets it through the middle, skips to a stealing stick. Now it's out of the zone. Red line. Ryan with the hit. Comes to Langen. Langen with it. Moves it ahead. Turned over. Tuck in deep. Pass to Rainey. Shot, save, loose. Kale gets a piece of this. Keeps it out. Tuck up top. Down low. Tip, loose. Mason can't cover. And Teo with a whack at it. Side of the net. That's in. Not in Teo. Adams, rather. Penny, Ball, Thornton, Granville, Soto. Face off, Florida. Florida behind the net with it. Ball picks this up. Chips around, has that taken away. Ball goes down. Puck thrown in deep. Mason sends this. Back to Andrew. Andrew cycles it back to Granville. Granville to Ball through the middle behind Kale. Andrew's going to skate into this. Andrew at the red line. Andrew at the blue line. Walks in, shot, glove save. Hearts, J, Molyneux, St. Coops. 54.2 left. Fox trails 1-0. Takes off, splits the D out of the zone. Think back for it. Picks it up in front of Mason. Turns to the boards, misses Hearts. Florida sends it in deep. Fink picks it off, sends it to Kai. It's in his feet, can't find it. Florida goes down. Kai to Fink. Fink. Puck in deep now. Side of the net. Hart's hard after him. Picks his pocket. Hart still with it. Tight turn. Hart in the corner. Misses the hit. Day with the puck. Day along the boards. Tied up. Moves it out of the zone. Coops with it. Coops sends this back in deep. Hart's the tag up. Days and offsides. Touches the puck. Whistle. Dylan, Ryan, Ryder. Fink, Coops. 12 seconds. Face off outside of the zone. Ryan wins this in deep for Dylan. Dylan knocked off his stick behind the net. Dylan with it. Centers one. Nobody home. Comes up to Andrew. Andrew over to Granville. Jack shot. Glove save. We'll say there's 0.8 seconds left. Mason is coming off. So we'll play 6-on-5 for the last second. Ryder's going to try to win this on net, and he doesn't. That'll do it. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's delayed. Yeah. So whoever was trying to get off, Liam came in before he got fully out. So, and then once he was so much pressure, they just blew it dead. All right, start of the third. Martin, Hoops, Fink, Twister, Lightfield, Adams. Ryan wins this right to the floor to D. D to D, doesn't connect. Ryan picks this up, goes in the D zone to Fink. Fink takes a look. He's got Dylan up ahead, cycles with the Coops instead. Coops with it over to Adams, up ahead to Ryan. Ryan backhands this, glove down by the D. Ryan skates into it though, turned over. Knocked out of the zone, right to Coops. Coops tries to go in deep, poke past him. Florida in, 1-0. Fink races over. Coops gets back, ties up the stick. Up in the corner. Coops pulls this. Nope. Florida with it now. Cycled in deep. Coops knocked off this puck. Florida with it. Goes good. Fink. Ryan with it now. Ryan through the middle. Hits Adams. Puck pops free. All the way deep. Florida in. On Langen. Shot. Easy glove save for Mason. Delaney and Langen. Penny, Ball, and Thornton. Penny wins this forward. Florida with it. Got through, tipped on net, side of the net. Oh, throws it through the crease. Parker gets over, Ball on it. Ball up ahead. Tail sets a pick for him, offsides. Penny and Thornton were headed hard into the zone. Ball tried to evade the defender at the blue line. Brought those two in offsides. Kai, Hartz, and Taya, Delaney, Langen. Hartz wins this draw. Puck in between the 2D though. Langen, Martin out for it. Backhands it right to Florida. Delaney with a stick lift. Parker throws from cross ice, hits Langen, tips to Hartz. Gets taken by Florida. Langen gets it back to Hartz. Kai skates into this. Kai in, shoots over the net. Florida in on the breakout, one-on-one on Granville. And Taya gets back, evens numbers. Florida with it. Granville pokes this away, right back to Florida though. Granville puts him in the corner. Pop cycle to Florida. Delaney with that. Parker taken down. Ooh, man. We're going to keep playing here. Ryan Ryder Dillon over the boards now with Krochoff and Granville with back. Face off. Skips Granville's stick. Andrew picks it up behind the goal. Andrew. Comes up through the middle, chips ahead. Ryan skates into this. Ryan turns the brakes on through Andrew's feet. Andrew with it in the corner. Cycles it past Dylan. Ryan picks it up in the other corner. Cuts through the middle. Ryan still with it. Spin shot, save, loose. Goalie jumps on this. Tied up. Parks and Taya Kai think Coops. Face off, tied up. Florida. Off the boards, Coops steps, keeps this in. Moves it down low. Florida's the first one there, and Taya skates into it. Hart picks it up. Pops free to Kai. Kai turns with it along the boards. Has that taken from him, and Taya ties up. Pulls this out. Now Florida with it. Florida out of the zone. The Hart dumps it right back in. Taya ties him up behind the net. Hart's all the way over to help. Pops free to the middle, nobody home. Florida exits with it. In on Coops. Offside. Oh, goes down. Kai falls on him. Puck pops free, just out of the reach of ball. D to D. Fink picks this up. Fink. Coops. Up top. Oh, man. Ball got lucky there. That could have been a high stick. Ball enters. Shot over the net. Into the netting out of play. Face off one in the corner. Parker over for it. Doesn't get there. Liam. Oh, Parker. Jeez. Just taken down from behind. No call. Parker sends one all the way out of the zone. Langen picks this up. Got Day with him. Liam cross ice to Parker. Parker runs into Liam. Puck out of the zone. Langen picks it up. Gives it to Day. Day backhands this along. Thrown in deep. Mason on it. Langen rims this all the way around for ball. Picks it up off the board. Tips through the middle. Turned over. Florida rims this around. Ball stick is stuck in the boards. Gets this out. Granville evades. Gets it to Ryan. Ryan evades. Ryan comes up the middle now. He's got Ball and Dylan with him. Ryan enters. Over to Ball. Shot. Save. Loose. Andrew. Shot. Save. Face off. Andrew. Down low. Hits a body. Florida throws this out of the zone. That should be icing. And it is. Dylan, Ryan Ryder, Andrew Granville. Face off. Florida with it behind the net. Skates this out. Enters the zone. In on Andrew. Andrew chips this away. Dylan's got Ryder up ahead. Hits him. Ryder enters the zone. Goes wide. Ryder still with it. can't drag a shot through. Puck tied up behind the goal line. Dylan gets there. Throws the brakes on. Tight turn. Out. Through the middle. Ryan with it now. Ryan tosses one to Andrew in the middle. Andrew over to Granville in his feet. Sends a shot over the net. Ryan settles this along the board. Through the contact. Oh, Ryan taken down. Puck out of the zone. Andrew gets there first. Andrew with it. Skates up now. Ryan can't get this in deep. Florida with it. And Taya forces him to dump it deep. Martin with it behind the net. Andrew picks this up. Cycles for Granville. Granville up ahead to Antea. Antea through the middle. It's Hartz. Hartz has Kai with him. Hartz goes wide. He's on his backhand. Centers one. Kai's not there. Kai. Hartz. Taken by Florida. Chips through the middle. Doesn't connect. Hoops gets a stick on this. Picks it up. Off the boards for Hartz. Hartz do the contact. Antea with the puck now. Jake shot. Jose. Fink with the puck. Shot. Tip just wide. Puck in the corner. Florida through the middle. Kai gets a boot on this. Keeps it in. Florida gets this out now. In deep. Mason stops this. Moves this for Antea. It's in his skate. Gets it to Kai. Kai in by himself. Shot. Save. Penny. Doesn't get there. Liam with the puck at the red line. Throws this in deep. Goalie gloves this down. Play it along to the deep. Drew gets past Langen. Parker gets there first. Parker takes this up to the Parker goes down. Puck up ahead to Parker. Chip through the middle. Hits Parker. Gets it out of the zone. Parker enters. He's got Penny with him. Penny almost blown up. Parker shot, saved, covered. Ryan's line out now with Andrew and Granville. Puck down the goal line. Ryder muscled off this puck through the middle. Florida still with it. Granville swipes this away, but right to Florida, backhanded wide. Dylan picks this up off the boards. Takes the hit through the middle, turned over. Shot spanned on. Granville with it. Rolling puck. Moves this over to Dylan. Dylan in deep for Ryan. Ryan ties this up. Dylan in to help now. Puck still in the corner. Dylan with the hit. Andrew with the puck shot. Tipped wide. Or saved wide, rather. Rimmed all the way around. Florida picks this up. Tries to clear. Granville holds it momentarily. Now it's out of the zone. Through the middle. Dylan with the hit. Puck in on Mason. Mason to Andrew. Andrew through the middle. Still with the puck. Moves it over to Granville. Up ahead to Antea. Antea shot wide. Kai picks it up in the corner. Taken. Florida exits real speed now. In deep. Fink with the hit. Puck comes to Mason behind the net. Mason rims this around. Kai ties it up. Gets help from Fink. Costa with the hit. Puck comes near side. Fink rims it around. Antea tied up. Hartz with the hit. Fink with the puck. Chips ahead to Antea. Poked off his stick. Hartz rather, one hands it along. Puck in deep. Mason gets a piece of this. Costa, backhand pull along. Fink. Back to Costa. Rims around. Nobody home. Down Florida through the middle. Out of the zone. In deep. Martin sets this up. Fink with it. To Kai. Through the middle. Costa knocked off his puck. Florida in the corner. Penny. Backhands this icing. Penny, Ball, Thornton, Delaney, Langen. One along the boards, Florida with it. Langen gets a stick. Tied up. Langen and Delaney. Parker with it on his skate. Poke free. Langen with the hit. Rims around. Florida. Wraparound shot loose. Kale pulls this out. Soft chip. He's got too far for Penny. Florida with it. Through the middle. Backside. Sent back in deep. Kale on the forecheck now. Rimmed all the way around. Florida with it. Chipped in deep. 6.5 left. Parker with the puck. Ryan's line out. Parker and Langen. Langen picks this up. Off the boards. Ryder tips in deep. Glacier gets Chase. Granville and Crochall join the play now. Adams gets there first. Wraps it around. Comes out of the zone. Mason now at the dot to play it. Misses Andrew. Florida in all alone. Backhander. Mason save. Loose. Covered. Coops and out. Oh, here comes Hart's line. Well, Hart's, Ball, and Kai now. Coops and Crochall. Takes off one to Andrew. Flips it. Taken by Florida. Shot. Mason fights this up. Slid out to Kai. Kai's got Ball up ahead. Oh, he's got him. Thrown in deep. Florida with it. Florida exits with it through the middle. That connects. In on Coops. Gets around Costa. Andrew ties him up. Costa in to help. Through the middle. Shot over the net. Florida with it. Puck tied up. Puck comes free to Florida. Andrew ties him up in this other corner now. Costa with the puck. Costa, cross ice, misses Ball. That's going to be an icing. Nope, yep, okay, now they call it. Face off in the Fox zone. Ryan's line with Parker and Langen. Florida with it. Up to the point. Sent back down low. Shot, save. Oh, actually, I think it hit Ryan in front. Never made it to Mason. Ryan with it behind the net. Cycles it to Parker. Parker heads up ice. He's got Dylan. Dylan enters the zone. Wide. Goes the brakes on. Goes down. Slid off the boards to Parker. Parker drags around. Shot wide. Langen on it. Jack behind the net for Ryder to Dylan. Up to Jack. Misses him out of his zone. Parker picks this up. Up ahead to Dylan. Dylan breaks it right back in. Goes down. Adams with the puck. 2-on-2 on Andrew and Parker. Shot over the net. Move down low. Parker kicks it ahead. Ball's got Ty with him. Ball goes in. Shot is blocked. It's all the way down. Florida gets there first. Fink takes him down. Andrew with the puck. Andrew to Easton off his stick. Florida with it. Going in deep. Out of play. Lions line back out. Fink and Krochel. Coops and Krochel. Nope. Back to Fink. Florida wins this draw. Up to Fink. Fink keeps this in. Backhands it off a shin pad. 2-on-1. Andrew Mason with the save. Ball, Kai, Hartz, Lang, and Duraney. Hartz wins this. Langen picks it up. Rims it. Ball bats this down. Kai with it. Kai gets this in deep. Florida takes it back. Thrown all the way out. Hartz to Duraney. That's played with a high stick. Puck off. Coops on. It's off one by Florida. Shot through. Mason with the paddle save. Puck down low. Langen on it. Florida takes this. Centering pass. Hartz gets a stick on this. Coops chips out of the zone. Comes back to Costa in the neutral zone. 3-2 to Andrew. 2.5 minutes left. Andrew to Costa. Costa through the middle, off the Hart stick to Alliance. Chips in deep. Costa gets there first. Cycles for Andrew. Andrew. Costa. Costa up ahead for Adams. Off of Florida stick to Dylan. Dylan around one. Heads up. Dylan goes wide. Mason's out of the net now. 6-on-5. Ties the extra attacker. Parker. Ryan Parker. And his feet. Shot. Kick wide. Andrew. Shot wide. Florida with it. Off the glass, or netting, rather. Face off will stay in the zone. Now they get a timeout. First two games, there was no timeouts. Now all of a sudden, there's a timeout. Yeah. Dylan, Ryan, Ryder, Kai, Andrew, Parker. 1:43 left. Face off. Ryan ties this up. Up three to Parker. Gets a shot on. That's blocked. Florida with it. Chips in. Poked away by Andrew at the last second. Going to get a tripping here. I'm going to see if I can't go down to the other side. Might as well. Go walk down to the empty net side. $126 left. Same five out. Ryan thrown out of the dot. Dylan into pick up. 6-on-4 here. Face off one to LA. Rimmed up. Ryan catches it. Ryan to Andrew. To Ryan. To Parker. Parker fakes. Shot wide. Gonna rim up here to Ryan. Ryan with it. Over to Andrew. Andrew fakes the drop to Ryan. Andrew sends one through wide. Ryan picks this up. 1 minute left. Cloister with it. Parker. Delaney. Down to Ryan. Ryan, side of the net. Shot. Save. Florida can't get this out. Dylan with it. Dylan cycles to Andrew. Andrew. Parker. Parker. Ryan. Shot wide. That's going to rim. Not out. Andrew gets there. Andrew with Parker. Ryan calls for it. Parker takes one through. Loose. Scores! Todd Molyneux! to the other side. Yeah, that was all me. That was all me. Face off, Hearts. Yeah, right. Hearts, ball, Penny, Langen, Delaney. 20 seconds left. Face off in the corner. Hearts ties him up. Ball pulls this out. Turned over. Florida with one rush here. And on Langen. Drop pass doesn't connect. To the point. Toe save at the buzzer. Three-on-three hockey here. Dylan, Ryan, Parker. Face off one. Florida taken by Dylan. Dylan splits the D. Dylan in. Goes for the wraparound through the crease. Ryan picks this up in the corner. Ryan tries to go through the middle, taken away. Ryan gets it back. He's got Dylan in the middle. Tries to go up to Parker, hits the skate all the way down to Mason. Mason to the head to Parker. Parker takes it behind Mason. Fox with possession. Florida changes behind the play. Ryan heads up ice. Delays, drops. Parker picks this up. Parker cuts middle. Drops for Dylan. Dylan tries to go to Ryan backdoor. Loose in the feet. Ryan finds it. Save. Florida with the puck. Everybody changes. Florida catches Fox. Turned over. Kai with it. Kai with Hearts and Crochunk. 4 minutes left. Got Hearts way up ahead. Can't get it to him. Andrew takes this back behind the net. Kai with it. Chips through the middle to himself. Kai skates in the middle. He's got Hearts with him. Kai goes wide. Still with it. Moves it down to Mason. Hearts in the corner. Taken away from him. Florida with it now. Pass connects. Far side. Hearts gets it from him. Has it taken right back though. Talk with Florida. Gets around Kai. Andrew picks him up. Turns him away. Florida keeps it in the zone. Langen, Crochunk, Molyneux. Ty off now. Dylan on. Andrew heads off. Parker heads on. 2:50 left now. Dylan takes this away. Over to Parker. Evades one. Parker tries to get it to Langen. It's going to be taken by Florida. Langen turns him away. Florida with it. 2.5 left in OT. Florida with it. And on Langen. Jack sends him wide. Turns him away. Back down low. Parker picks him up. Dylan overskates this. Parker with the puck. Parker, Langen. He's got Dylan. Oh. Ryan, Dylan, Andrew. Takes off one to Parker. Takes this back behind Mason. Takes the drop to Ryan. Parker skates out with it. Parker beats his man. In with the puck. Parker to the middle. Around. Parker, side of the net. Centers one. Bouncing puck. Ryan can't get there. Florida gets around Parker. Keeps him wide though. Throws the brakes on. Down low. Andrew blocks this into the corner. Parker picks it up. Slides it too far for Ryan. He's going to skate into this though. Ryan with a lot of speed. Costa off the bench and with Coops or with Krochok and Ryan. Andrew taken down, gets right back up, takes another hit, gets back up, moves it. Andrew still with it to Coops. Oh, wow! Andrew tied up. Costa with the puck. Costa skates this up. Costa goes wide. Ty and Ball join him. Ty with the puck. Ball can't connect on this backhander. Florida takes it with numbers. Oops. Centering pass. Shot. Save. No.